What is going on, people? The update hit with the Astralite, and yeah, they didn't change anything at all. So, if we go ahead and take a look at everything here, you guys have probably seen like how much champion takes just to go up to level 1. The biggest one I was kind of concerned about was the champion accessories, for obvious reasons, and it takes 38 for level 1. Now, if you go ahead and go to the pack, they did not change anything, so it is 6 Astralite for the $20 pack. The $50 pack, I believe, was 18, if I remember right. Basically, it went up the same. It didn't lose any value. So I'm gonna speculate that the $100 pack is gonna be 30 Astralite. I don't know why they threw in the sack of jewels in the jewel chest. Like, if you're gonna be getting a ton of Astralite, you probably don't need those regardless. But you know, so yeah, you know what? I actually did the math, right? So let's just say that for level 1 it takes 38, and let's just say that all 12 levels will take 38, and like the cost doesn't actually go up, which we know it's not true, right? But let's just say, right? I've done the math for you guys, okay? So if you take up all the champion equipment and take the amounts that you're gonna need from level 1 and keep it the same all the way to level 12, if I was to try and get all 8 items all the way up to level 12, at level 1 cost, you guys want to take a guess as to how many Astralite I will need? Don't worry, I'll do the math for you. It's 2,568 Astralite. Want to know what that turns into as far as money, cash, USD, pounds? Was the other one euro? I don't know. All the currencies. That would be over $8,500. Again, this is just speculating that all level 1 would continue the same cost, which we know it's not true. We know that once you get to level 9, level 10, the cost is going to be times 4, times 5. So this update, I mean, if you're champion and you're trying to take all your items up to level 12, this is probably going to be $16,000, probably more, honestly, closer to 20,000, and that's just ridiculous, right? Like, can we just let's be real here, okay? To take this to level 1, we'll take 38. If we're gonna speculate that the $100 pack is 30, that means that not even with $100, I'll be able to take this up to level 1 for a 0.3 boost, 0.2, and 0.5% boost. I gotta spend $100+ for point something percent. Listen, AAA games out there, like if you're paying $100+, usually that means that you're getting the limited edition, this and that comes with the game itself, plus a bunch of extra stuff for $100. And what IGG is essentially telling me is that if I want to get even started on this, I gotta drop over $100 just to get started at 0.3%. This is a very deflating update for me personally, because I literally, you guys know, I literally just finished my champion set, and now I feel like I'm back to square one, back to being absolutely not even a factor. Like, when I finished my champion set, I started working on my stars. I was like, okay, I'm still not going to be able to compete with the big boys, right? Not those people that go for Baron and Emperor and all that crap, right? But at least I'd be decent, right? Like, I'd do okay. Not anymore. Not anymore. Because if you take a look at what this looks like, it's basically the same as going from gold to mythic. It's pretty much a 40% increase in stats. That's just what it is. It's a 40% increase in stats once you max it out. Same that it was from gold to mythic. But this is just a way more expensive mythic update. Yeah. Also, the layout. This is the layout that I used for the Facebook Christmas stream. Oh, actually, it was a I think it was on YouTube, and I was too lazy to change it. So this won't stick around for long. This is just for now. Um, so yeah, Astralite, $8,500 if level 1 stays the same cost, which we know it won't. We know it won't. So honestly speaking, depending on how much this scales, you're probably looking at somewhere in the 20,000 range, easily over 20,000. Now you might say, well, why won't you just go for other items? Because they're just as expensive. Look, Skull Crusher, it takes 16. That's like what, like $60 for point something percent again. Like, I don't know. Like, usually I would be like, well, take it slow and blah. But like, how do you take this slow? I don't get it. Like, I get that free to play and pay to play, there was a huge gap already. But what this update does is it takes people like me that aren't the complete Titans, 150 stars, all maxed out, Baron Jewels, blah blah blah. And now we just cannot compete whatsoever, like not even close. So I'm sure that some people are gonna be maxing this out day one, unless the pack you can only get it like Rising Champion or something. But even then, and I mean I get it. This update is not for 99.9% of the population. It's not. This update is for the 0.01%. Those big Baron guys. This is what this update is for. It's not for anybody else. And honestly, I feel like this update long term is going to cost IGG a lot of players. I honestly feel like, I don't know why they decided to drop this literally right before Christmas. Well, actually, I guess I do know. They dropped it right before Baron. Want to take a gander as to why that is? Of course, you already know. But yeah, they dropped it right before Baron, right before Christmas, and they needed to make money, I guess. But long term, this is gonna cost them a lot of players. It deflates a lot of players, me included. And like now, I think I'm just gonna re-jewel for like blasts, because I'm not gonna stand a chance in forts. What am I gonna do forts for? I mean, I'm just gonna get destroyed. So I think I may just re-jewel for blast and focus on rallying castles, because I mean, what am I supposed to do? Drop $20,000 on taking my already quote unquote mythic gear into another mythic? I don't know. It's very, very I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's an update that's very deflating. That if there's a word that would describe how I feel like that's the perfect word. Deflating. So, and I think I'm just ranting at this point, but you know what really also makes it worse? When this update came out, and when a lot of this other stuff came out, right? It was okay, because for the most part, it was for forts, like Cavalry HP in Wonder. Like the first ones wasn't fort, but it's 10%. Like, okay, that's nothing too crazy. It's good, but it's nothing too crazy. And for the most part, it didn't take that many tomes to finish. At least this part, right? So even if you were like a trap or something, that doesn't hurt you too much. And all this crazy stuff, that was for forts. Most of the stuff that have been coming out have been for forts. But this is for everything. This is for rallying. This is just straight up stats. So this will affect your castle when you get hit in your castle, which is just makes it that much worse. So yeah, something to think about. Moving on from that, of course, the winter shop is out. I already bought the little emojis. The new skin is out also. Like I mentioned, it was gonna be a cavalry one. We've had a lot of infantry and range castle skins come out lately, so this one pretty much had to be cavalry to make it even. So yeah, Aurora Fantasia, it's okay. I really wish these animations were actually outside, like in the world, because what does it matter for you to have animations like here, but you don't have it out here where people actually see it. You know, it kind of defeats the purpose. So until they have animations out here, all the skins are pretty. They're pretty much the same. So yeah, if you're gonna be going for that, make sure that you work your way up and get the Aurora Fantasia, the permanent one. The limited time one is never worth it. It's never worth it. So just skip it. The only thing that I have left to get is the Snow Beast and the skin. So we'll get there eventually. And then the last thing, the Exchange Extravaganza. Here's where IGG kind of, it's like, well, you know, it's not that bad. They pretty much give you the option to get Astralite from this. And funny enough, they give you 5 spots for you to get 5. So if you do all of this, if I do the math right, that means that you should walk out with 15 Astralite, which will give you enough for maybe a level 1. It won't give me much. But I'm guessing this is their way of saying, like, well, you know, the update is not that bad, you know. But how often do you think we're going to be able to get Astralite like this? Probably not much. So, I'm sure this is their way of saying, like, well, you know, you're going to get Astralite. It's no problem. But this is not going to be a recurrent theme. And even if it is, like, 15 at a time, what is that going to do? Get you level 1s here and there? Nice. 0.3% stat boost. But, I mean, hey, it's free, so might as well take advantage of it. And a lot of these quests are actually fairly simple to do. Also, this is 3 days. The extravaganza usually only lasted 2, so they're giving you an extra day. Okay, IGG. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. They did some stuff with like Dragon Arena and whatever, but it's for like newbie Dragon Arena, so it doesn't really matter. Did I miss anything? Let me see. What is tempering? Adjusted Dragon Arena, Dragon Arena newbie gift, activation. Yeah. So it's just some changes to Dragon Arena, like the newbie leagues, and just the Astralite update. That's it. That's all there is. I did notice that the outside looked different. I don't know if it's because they added kind of like the snow and it's cold and that's why it looks different. The grass is not green anymore. So I'm guessing that's why it looks different. Nighttime also looks very different. It looks bluish now. But I guess it makes sense. Somebody said that it's because it's cold out, which touche, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the update. This is definitely going to make me reevaluate a lot of the stuff because, like I said, next year I had my my goal of working on my stars, right? But now working on my stars seems kind of pointless because even if I get 2%, 3% here and there, I'm not gonna stand a chance against this Astralite people. So I don't know. It's I'll take a couple of days, kind of reevaluate everything and see where I go from here because this was a kick in the balls for like 99.9% of everybody in Lords Mobile. It is what it is. No sugarcoating it. Terrible update. It's not even an update. It's just a way to grab money. I mean, what can I say? But yeah, like I said, leave your feedback down in the comment section below. And until later. Bye.